Welcome back to another healthy recipe. Today's recipe is Keto Biscuits, and they're made with a special low-carbohydrate flour made by King Arthur Flour. I'm Dr. Joanette, and I've spent the last 30 years working in emergency medicine, taking care of all of the downstream effects of an unhealthy diet, a high-carbohydrate diet. So that is why I am so passionate about creating healthy recipes for you to support your metabolism rather than destroy it. So let's get cooking or rather, let's get baking and make some keto biscuits. To get started, I am weighing out 2 cups or 240 grams of this keto flour. Weight for weight, the keto flour is the same as regular all-purpose flour. So 1 cup is 120 grams, 2 cups, 240 grams. When you're baking, to keep your baking goods from getting too dry, it's always a great idea to scale your flours. To that, I am adding 5 tablespoons of butter that's been cut up into small cubes. And we're gonna work this into the flour, kind of like in a pie crust. You could use a food processor for this. I find it's just as quick, almost as easy as do it by hand, and a lot less messy. Now, you may be wondering, how do they get the carbohydrates out of flour? Because after all, flour has a lot of carbohydrates in it. So what King Arthur does is they do 2 things. They use an enzymatic process, and they convert some of the starches into carbohydrates into non-digestible starches, and then they also remove some of the starches. The result is, or some of the carbohydrates, that each one of these biscuits ends up having about 4 grams only of net carbs, versus one with regular flour would have about 24 grams. So it takes out a lot of the carbohydrates. And what's left basically is gluten. So if you're gluten-free or gluten-sensitive, this is not the recipe for you, because it ends up actually increasing the amount of gluten, which also increases the amount of protein. So these biscuits end up being a high-protein, low-carbohydrate biscuit, which is perfect if you're on a ketogenic diet and you're trying to increase the protein in your diet. They have about 4 grams of net carbs, like I said, and 10 grams of protein per biscuit, which is amazing. I think we've got this flour or the butter all worked in. You still want some like little pieces of butter that you can see. And to that, I have buttermilk, 3/4 of a cup plus. Well, actually, before I add that buttermilk in, I want to add in my other dry ingredients. I'm adding a tablespoon of baking powder, teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And the butter, by the way, was unsalted. If you use salted butter, then only use 1/4 of a teaspoon. And 2 tablespoons of monk fruit. If you don't want that little sweetness, I'm gonna be using these for strawberry shortcake, yum. If you don't want that little extra bit of sweetness, then you can skip the monk fruit. Maybe you're gonna put a little sausage and gravy on it, make a little egg McMuffin, who knows? Eggs and biscuit, ham and eggs and biscuit. If you want it savory, skip the sweetness. If you are using it for something sweet like strawberry shortcake, then add that extra monk fruit. And to that, we are adding 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk plus 2 tablespoons. And that extra 2 tablespoons is very important if you don't want super dry biscuits. Just kind of stir it together until it's just moistened. You don't want to overwork it, because these biscuits tend to be not as fluffy as a regular all-purpose flour biscuit. So being careful to not overwork your dough is important. It's gonna be a real shaggy dough. And that's looking pretty good. Let me just get a spatula here, because we're gonna dump this out onto our work surface, and we're going to cut some biscuits. I'm gonna add a little extra flour here to my work surface and take all this out. Just kind of bring it together into a nice little pile. And we're gonna flatten this down to about 3/4 of an inch. That looks pretty good. You don't even need to roll it. You can just flatten it with your hands. And there'll be a few little cracks in it, not a big deal. And just cut your biscuits then. I like a biscuit cutter. If you don't have a biscuit cutter, you could use a glass. And when you add those biscuits to your pan, you want them to be just kind of touching because it helps them rise better. My biscuit cutter's getting a little sticky there, so I'm gonna just flour it a little bit here. That's better. And it seems like that center part is always a little bit thicker. So I do it last and kind of just press it down. Gets a couple more biscuits out of it. And let's see if we can make this a little bit rounder shape to get one more biscuit out of it. Perfect. And I'm gonna gather the rest of this together, flatten it a bit, get a couple more biscuits out of that. Looks like we're gonna get about 13 biscuits out of it. What do you like to eat biscuits on? Drop me a note in the comment below. Also, for where you can get the King Arthur flour, as well as the biscuit cutter and the other utensils that you see me use, scroll right down to the links below. And I got a link that'll take you, or scroll right down to the description below. There's links out there that'll take you out where you can purchase everything that you see here, especially that keto flour. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush the tops of these biscuits. Probably could get one more out of that. Let's see. We'll have a rustic biscuit. And brush the tops with some delicious heavy cream. When I was a kid growing up on the farm, we had cows, and as a result, every once in a while my dad would separate the milk from the cream, and that cream was incredible. Not like the cream we have today where it's kind of on the thin side. That cream was almost like whipping cream, and I loved to put it on my cereal in the morning, especially my hot cereal. We didn't have cold cereal. My mom only cooked hot cereal for us for breakfast. We lived in a blue zone, and so processed foods was just not part of our diet. I think we got almost enough whipping cream here, or heavy cream, for all of our biscuits. And that cream was some of the best cream. It was like you could spoon it on and it would keep the shape of the spoon. That's how thick and yummy it was. All right, these are going into the fridge for 15 minutes and then into a 425-degree oven for 15 minutes. Our biscuits are perfectly golden brown and it's time to give them a try. I can't wait. They smell just like a biscuit. No surprise there. Let's get some nice butter on them. Love butter on my biscuits. And let's try them. Oh yeah, those are really good. Probably not quite as fluffy as a biscuit made with regular flour, but every bit as delicious. And add some strawberries, make some strawberry shortcake, or make a biscuit sandwich, and it's a winner. Thank you for joining me today. And for the full recipe, go to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com, where you'll find this recipe and lots of other healthy, keto-friendly, metabolism-friendly recipes. And we'll see you next time on the Dr. Joanette channel.